It's time to let it flow. It's time to let it flow. Yeah, it's time to let it flow. Yeah, it's time to let it flow. It's time to let it flow. What's poppin'? Welcome to the next episode of Let It Flow. Got my boy Prime with me. What's good,
sir?
dog?
What's going on?
It's poppin', dog.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you coming.
Yes, sir.
How you been, bro?
Man, I just been cool and vibing, staying out the way.
So where you from originally?
I'm from PG County, Maryland, to be exact. I spent some time in Germany too, out in Europe, and then I went to high school in Atlanta, Georgia. Not on the outside of Atlanta, to be exact. Not in the city, but on the outskirts.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you say you was in Germany?
Yeah.
How old were you when you lived there?
From what I can remember, I think my first year in Germany was like, I think I was like 6 years old, 7
years old,
around there.
So you moved there when you were 7?
Yeah, I think so. Or 7 or 6.
6 or 7.
But I just remember being 7 for sure when I was there because that was my first time playing football and soccer. I think too. I was 7. I was in like a 7-year-old league. Yeah. So
how old were you when you left?
I think like around a 13, 12-ish.
Okay, shit.
11, 12, 13, like around there type thing.
So how'd you like living out there, like compared to the United States?
Man, growing up as a kid, like I really kind of like hated it a little bit until I started getting older. Like I was missing my family a lot. It was much different from Atlanta because like I was like living in the hood with my grandma. My grandma was in PG, Maryland, before I got moved to Germany. And it was just a very different environment. I didn't like it. But like now that I'm older, and even when like my last year or two, I was like, I knew I was gonna miss it. But looking at it like back then, like now that I'm, in my 20s, it's like, damn, Germany was lit. Like it was actually a very clean place, way different from America. Like it was just, it got a better government and stuff like that. Like,
yeah,
a lot of stuff I realize now I didn't pay attention to back then.
Right.
Yeah.
My mom was from the Netherlands. So
that's hard.
I've never actually been there. You know what I'm saying?
Netherlands.
I want to go. Like, I don't know if you heard of The Hague. I mean, you were young, you probably didn't, but like near Amsterdam, basically.
Yeah. I definitely heard of Netherlands.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
What is The Hague?
The Hague is the city she's from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I think it's pretty close to Amsterdam.
Okay.
But like, I want to go. Like, I heard everything, like weed's legal, all that shit. I gotta go. I know it's probably cold as hell out there though.
Super cold, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I can't.
Like you can go sledding and out there and skiing and stuff like that. Like I did sledding when I was younger in Germany and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So what got you into content creating?
Great question. What got me into content creating? So like the first type of content I was creating was music. Like I started off with music. I used to always like post cooler Instagram videos. I used to always have girls and stuff like that. So people used to tell me like, you should rap. Like I always had it on too. Like I always had some type of drip, like growing up. And they like, you should start rapping. So like, I started rapping, bro. Like I made a song on SoundCloud and like, it went crazy in Atlanta. And from there on out, like nigga was rapping, dropping little songs here and there, and then I seen that YouTube was the way. I didn't really like YouTube. I didn't like YouTube was like I used to get into it with little YouTube niggas. Like, I used to fuck on the girls and they used to like want to beef with me and stuff like that. So I never used to think like I'm finna be a YouTuber boy or whatever. But like then like I had a partner, like his name was Trey Bills. Hey, well, he's still my partner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Trey Bills. He used to want me to do the YouTube thing with him. I used to be like, no, I'm not doing it. Then I started considering it. He used to talk me into it. And then I met this girl. I met Kiana, who used to be my ex. Well, she's still my ex. She used to be my girl or whatever. Then I was like, fuck it. Everybody around me do YouTube. I'm finna try it. And that's how I got into it.
Hell yeah. For sure, yeah. It was the same with me. Started with music first, got into YouTube. So it's kind of a different like perspective, I feel like, on the industry. Like when you come from the music, then going to YouTube, because a lot of it's like people go do YouTube, then they do music.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I feel like when you do music, then YouTube, the music's more genuine.
It's more genuine, and not only that, it's more respected. But it also depends on who you are at the end of the day too, and who all knows you and who knows that you're being authentic or not. Because a lot of people can't vouch for, certain niggas.
Right.
You know
Facts. So out of the productions you did, what was your favorite production?
I think the prime pick was very legendary. That one got the highest views. And it was just it blew my mind when I dropped it. I'm not gonna lie, because I waited a whole year to drop that.
Really, you were holding it for a year?
I was holding it for a year. Yeah.
Wow.
Held it for a year. Finally dropped it, and it went crazy.
So why'd you hold it?
Great. I don't even remember. Great question. I don't remember why I even held it for a year. Damn, I don't know.
Sometimes it be like that.
It be like that. Sometimes it be like that. And
timing.
And I dropped it over the summer and it went crazy. But don't get it misconstrued. I love the Surviving Primetober as well. Like, I love Surviving Primetober.
For sure. So I'm gonna get deep with you for a second. What was your hardest struggle that you went through in life?
My hardest struggle in life ever. What was my hardest struggle ever? I ain't gonna lie. When they took my channel away, like I think that's like top 3 for sure. I can't think of my actual hardest one, but like when they took my channel away, dog, like going through that was crazy. Like that was my money. I had my money on.
That's gotta be unmotivating.
And like my fan base and supporters was just took. Like everything was took from me. Like
right.
You know what I'm saying? They weren't lying when they like God could just take it away from you. Like
right, just like
you
that.
can act like you got it all right now, but tomorrow that shit can be gone.
Yeah.
And that's what happened to me.
Do you feel like it happened for a reason?
I don't know why it happened, gang.
Sometimes it be like that.
I don't know why it happened. I can't put my finger on like why at that moment it happened.
Well, do you feel like after it happened, it benefited you in the long run? Because sometimes things happen, we're like, damn, but then you end up going harder. And
I definitely went hard, and I definitely like found out that I'm a monster.
Right.
Like I can do it again, and like I got real fan base. Like I got real hustle too about me. Like I always knew I had real hustle though, like because I'm a hustler at the end of the day, like genuinely.
Right.
Because before the internet, getting internet money, like I was a hustler for real, like doing anything for the dollar. But
Facts.
It's like I knew then. I'm like, oh yeah, like you know what I'm saying?
I got it.
It get took again. I'm gonna get it again. I'm gonna come back
and
harder
go
and
even
stronger.
harder,
Yeah,
even bigger.
Yeah,
yeah.
So
sometimes it be like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, like at the time you're like, damn, this is the craziest thing. But after you look at it later, you're like, you know what? Because it happened, it was all right. You know what I mean? That should actually end up benefiting me in the long run. So being from Florida, like we have a certain way we say things. We have our own lingo. You know?
I love Florida too. Shout out to Florida.
Hell yeah, you know.
I got a lot of homies and partners from Florida.
A lot of shit starts in Florida. A lot of the lingos do.
For sure. Yeah.
So tell me about your lingo.
Yeah, my lingo. Oh yeah, my lingo is strictly my lingo comes straight from the DMV. I'm a Maryland nigga at the end of the day, and I love that, I love the fact that I'm a public figure right now in life, and like people know me all around the world, and I love the fact that I could put the whole world onto this, Maryland lingo, especially when I say stuff like, oh, that's OZ, or oh, she trying to get crushed. Like, we've been saying this for years. I'm talking about as I was younger, like, oh yeah, you crush her? Like, oh yeah, I'm about to crush her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this, we was saying this elementary, middle school, like, that's OC, like, all my family, like even like when I went home for Christmas or whatever, I just hear my family members, yeah, that's OZ. Like, it ain't like they YouTubers, they don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, this been how we talking, like, for the longest, you know what I'm saying? But I got different lingos, like, because I grew up in a lot of different places, I got a little Atlanta like accent on me a little bit because I went to high school in Atlanta. I lived there for a long time, so my lingo just different. You know what I'm saying? It's just P business. Yeah.
So do you feel like you introduced some of that lingo to the YouTube world?
Oh, most definitely. Let me not get it started. I feel like I've been doing this for years though, gang. Like before OC and before she trying to get crushed, I'm about to crush. It was the whole P shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, wasn't nobody like popping that P. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like until like I really started popping that P. Like motherfuckers was getting popular off of like relationships and, doing the content with one girl. Like I really started popping it with like different vibes every day of the week. Like, and really like pushing the P. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, then on top of that, my name Prime, so it made sense for me to really push that P. But I had real without me saying certain things on the internet, but I've been having real ism around me. You get what I'm trying to say?
Right.
For a long time.
Right.
So I'm really like I really know what pushing that P is, and a lot of people don't even know it. So, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that was my next question actually.
Yeah.
What does it mean to you?
For the like on YouTube, like shit, pushing P is just just on some player shit, like some cool guy shit, being yourself, for YouTube, entertainment, like different vibes, and you're not trying to be like nobody else, and you just doing your thing with the ladies, and they loving your charisma and stuff like that. But if you ain't got it, you ain't got it. Everybody can't push that. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. So I seen something heated go on the internet lately.
Heated?
Yeah. What's been going on?
Oh, like what?
Something to do with like you and Corey or Carmen or something like that.
Oh yeah, Carmen and my sis, you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Carmen. Corey, he seemed like a cool guy.
So he was
a cool dude, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He cool YouTuber and shit. I think he be doing his thing on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as far as like, I don't know, because I know you got your own lingo. And I guess maybe he was using some similar lingo or something like that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like everybody, like, there's a lot of people that look up to, what I got going on and stuff like that, I don't be mad at people that, like that's what I do it for. Like, you know what I'm saying? For like, like a lot of people think that shit be cool. So I already know people gonna use the lingo. You feel me? Like this what I do it for. So I don't even be tripping off no shit like that. I mean, shit. That just go to show that, like, when people use the lingo, that only mean what? They watching. So,
Facts.
And I mean, who not watching right now?
Shit, influential.
For sure. That's what a real influencer is. See, people be calling themselves influencers and shit, like, but who you influencing?
Right.
It be like girls and like niggas and shit that got influencer in their bio, but baby, who are you influencing?
Facts.
Because you posting half naked pictures, you think you an influencer? Or like, you know what I'm saying?
And what do you influence people to do exactly?
Yeah. So, I've been came in the game and just influencing people. So, it's just certain things, it don't catch me by surprise.
Right.
Yeah.
Facts.
But they cool people. They was a cool couple too.
Nah, for sure. They definitely
they was definitely a cool couple.
Yeah, they put a lot of people on. You know what I'm saying? Or at least helped a lot of people out, a lot of YouTubers. So I respect that.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, they be, working.
Facts. Yeah. So I saw you posting about wrestling. You into wrestling?
That's my shit. Yeah, to be exact, like old school wrestling though.
Who's your favorite wrestler?
The Rock.
The Rock.
Yeah, hands down, The Rock. I like a lot of wrestlers though, gang. You can't ask me no shit like that. I ain't gonna lie. So you can't even ask you that. Like, I like The Rock. I like Shawn Michaels. I like Kane. Like, I like a lot of like 90s. Early 2000s, like I like all those guys.
That was like the peak era of wrestling.
The Attitude Era, that was the peak. Like I love the storyline. I even like Vince McMahon. Like I just liked everything about wrestling back then. Like I grew up on that. I didn't watch cartoons as a kid. Like I was watching wrestling and football. That's it. Like I wasn't like a big cartoon kid.
Right.
And I was outside, so like it was just all about wrestling and football. I
was into wrestling too. I actually like Triple H.
For real, I love Triple H. The game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The game.
Mm-hmm. The Undertaker.
Love the Undertaker.
He was going crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think those are all the best ones. That was a crazy time. But you know, it's crazy because like I was big into wrestling too. I was big. I don't know how old I was. I was young. But once I got into high school, it was like I'm a wrestler. I wrestled in high school.
Oh, for real?
For 4 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I went crazy. Like I barely lost any matches. Like my first 2 years, I didn't even lose. But like I got into it because of pro wrestling. But once I got on the mat and started really wrestling, I was like, okay, yeah, that's too fake. Like I knew how fake it was. I know how this shit really goes down.
It's just like it ain't about what's real and what's fake when it comes to that for me. Like it's just like the entertainment it's well done. That shit is world class.
No,
like,
for sure.
And you still gotta have tough skin to do that shit. They slapping your ass for real. Like they slapping you in the chest. They slapping you. They slam you on a hard mat. Like you gotta be built for it at the end of the day.
No, for sure.
Like them niggas take drugs like to cure their body.
No doubt. They do.
So I mean, fake or not, I mean, that shit real enough to me.
Yeah, but see, like for me, I was a kid, so I thought it was real.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? You know, when you were a
I feel
kid.
you.
So when I realized it wasn't real, that's when I was like,
You like, oh man, this some soap opera shit.
Yeah, so I still liked it, but it just changed my perspective.
Damn, so what? Hold on, like to bring it back to the other thing, like what you said, like so on the outside, looking in, like people would think that's heated.
Well, I don't know. It's just been talk about it. You feel me? So I figured I'd just bring it up and see what's been going on. I personally don't know. You feel me? So.
Man, listen, man. If I'm into anything heated, gang, like that shit won't even be on the internet shit. Like me personally,
Facts.
Like, on some real nigga shit, I ain't looking at none. I don't take none of that shit serious like an internet nigga. If you ever see an internet nigga talking to me like, and they talking some type of way, like, bro, I'm not taking that shit serious.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, you already know how this, like, internet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
For everybody to look at, the internet.
Like, if you really want to do...
No,
like,
listen, bro. The internet. People are watching this.
Exactly.
You get it?
Right.
Like, what the
fuck? You ain't going to get
like,
away with nothing. What's the point? Like, you're just snitching on yourself.
Yeah. Like, come on, man. Then, like, niggas be, like, extra friendly in real life. Why the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just, like, motherfuckers is friendly, gang. You know? Like, but damn, I ain't know people on the outside was thinking that like it's like a heated thing. Like, oh man, beat it, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right,
heated? Nah, that shit funny. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, I feel you. A lot of people do though. You know what I'm saying? Like they go on the internet and that's why they go down. You know, they start talking about it too much. So I'm the same way. I don't talk about nothing on the internet. You know what I mean? Like if it's real, it ain't gonna be on the internet.
Listen, man, I got me personally. And me and everybody, I can speak for whoever around me, we ain't got nothing to be heated about.
Right.
Maybe somebody else, but we vibing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't got shit to be heated about it. Like, I understand if, you know, the other party heated or whatever the case may be. I understand, you know what I'm saying? On some real pleasure. But shit, we ain't heated. I ain't none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, I just had thought about that shit. You said I see some heated shit. That's why when you first said that, I'm like, heated. What the hell you mean by that? But probably seen a little reaction or something where a nigga just be, you know, doing his YouTube thing or whatever the case may be. Yeah.
Right. So I saw you were involved with a youth football team. How's that going?
Yeah, man. I love them little niggas, man. I love my youth football team, man, and anybody who come on board and get right. You know what I'm saying? I love them boys, man. It was sad that I didn't really do it this season, though. I did it last season.
Last season, yeah.
I didn't have time to do it this season because I was shooting Surviving Prime Sober for real. Mm-hmm. Preparing and getting ready for that. I was doing it during the summer and stuff, but like when they got serious with the Surviving Prime Sober production, I had to call it quits.
Right.
You know, I took my team out the portal, out the league until, you know, when I'm ready.
Yeah, but that's dope though. Giving back to the community, you'd be surprised like how far that goes.
Dang, it don't even feel like giving back. I just love them niggas. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I love football first, but then like once you get into it, like you start loving them little niggas too. Like I picked them up from the hood. Like I pull up AMG right in Acre Homes. Like I pull up right in Acres Home, pick 4, 5 kids up in a, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even care if my car nice. My truck, AMG, I got an AMG truck. I pick them niggas up in. I don't even care if it's nice. All them dusty, dirty little niggas get in there with their cleats, like, shoulder pads all on the trunk. My car stank like football. I can't even pick a hoe up back to practice because the car smell like little niggas been playing football all day. You know what I'm saying? But I do it out of love. Like, I love the game. It don't feel like giving back. It is giving back. You're right, but it feel like it's fun to me. Like, I love picking them young niggas up, taking them to practice, giving them plays to run, seeing them execute, and, you know, win games and talk shit. I let my kids talk shit. Yeah, say what you want to say to that boy. Make them fear you, because I'm trying to win. This ain't just
you got to get in their heads.
Yeah, we not giving out. I'm not a coach that give out trophies because we participate and all that goofy. No, like, let's win. Let's punch them in the mouth every down. I like it.
Facts.
I love it. Yeah.
And you'd be surprised, like, people remember that stuff and they get older. Like, yo, bro, like, it can motivate. You never know what to do for somebody. That's how I got
my name from a coach. Like, I remember shit like that. That shit stick with me for the rest of my life. I have dreams about me from back in the day playing Pee Wee football. Like, still, and I'm in my 20s. Like, that's memorable shit.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, some of them kids don't have no father, none of that shit. Like, they look up to me. I didn't have a dad growing up either, so just me doing shit like that, like, it just mean a lot more to me than just, you know, football. Like, Like, I ain't grow up with no father and shit like that. And I know a lot of them niggas don't either. And it's just like, they look up to me. Not only they look up to me because of that, but they know me. They know who I am, like, off this little internet stuff. And it's just fun. Like, why not, you know? Like they get to go to school and brag. Like, yeah, like, Primetime my coach. Like, we, you know, we going up. Like, we turning up. Whatever. Like, I think that shit cool. I wish I had that back in the day.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I really wish I did.
Yeah, being someone of influence and being around them, like, it like, they'll never forget that. Like,
exactly.
it might end up doing shit they may have never did if you had never did it.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's dope. That's dope.
Hell yeah.
I definitely respect that. A lot of people, you know, we're busy. A lot of people, you know, so just taking the time.
Very busy. It take a lot of time on
sure.
my shit, but it's all good. Like I said, I do it out of love for real.
Right.
To be honest.
Facts. That's the only way you should do things like that. You feel
Real
me?
talk.
Yeah. So how long you been making music?
Man, I started with the music things. I've been making music probably about like 2018. Might even 2017 if you want to be completely honest. Yeah.
So what inspired you to start making music?
Man, people telling me to do it and people talking, trying to make it seem like I can be a rapper or something like that. I never thought I'd be no rapper, any of this, that, and the third. Like, just people running their mouth, and I actually did it. I told my homeboy to bring your studio equipment to my house late at night. I got off work. I was working 9 to 5, Atlanta Airport to be exact. Yeah, I get home late. I think I used to work at like a 9 to 11, no, a 3 to 11 shift.
That's the whole day.
Yeah, the whole day. I got home like 12 a.m. and I told my homeboy to bring the studio equipment over. I made a song called Ric Flair. Ric Flair. When I tell you, that shit went crazy, gang. Like, out of nowhere, I made a song, put it on SoundCloud, and this is in the closet. I made a song in the closet. Atlanta clubs start picking it up because girls was like doing little videos on Instagram like this, this is before you can go up on the story. It was straight page. You know what I'm saying? Like, on the page, like, girls was on the page making videos to my song. Next thing you know, it caught wind in the clubs like Mansion Elon and stuff like that. Atlanta, when that shit.
Oh, Elon was that spot.
What? Like, they were playing my shit, and yeah. That's what really happened. That's what took me from like 4,000 followers to like.
Dang.
Yeah, it took me
really?
there. Yeah, it took me there. That's what got it popping for me.
That's dope.
And I'm the first nigga to make a song called Ric Flair, gang. I'd made a song called Ric Flair before Ric Flair Drip, Offset, and you know these niggas dropping the Ric. I'm a genuine wrestling fan, so I was popping it on the song, and I called it Ric Flair.
Yeah.
And like that's what really did it for
SoundCloud was where it was at that time too.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
A lot of people were going viral on SoundCloud. and then getting their shit moving. Like now it's different, but that's crazy. Like it put people on.
It definitely put me on. It put me on Instagram too. And I met Ric Flair, gang. I met Ric Flair while the song was going up.
Oh, really?
I met Ric Flair. I ain't taking away from Offset, Ric Flair Drip. I love that song. Yeah. Dope song. Them niggas got invited to fucking Monday Night Raw I seen one time or something like that. It was dope. But like, bro, I been had the Ric Flair. Like, you know what I'm saying? I met Ric Flair. I just wasn't on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I wasn't signed to a label. Yeah, he's exactly how he is on TV. He real talk. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
He seemed like he crazy.
Crazy. Just like he
said.
But
cool as hell.
Limousine riding, jet flying. You know what I'm saying? That's him for real.
Yeah,
like
living that life.
He originated popping it. Like I think Ric Flair like originated popping it. And you know what? Like growing up, I never wanted to be a rapper, but like wrestlers motivated me to be a superstar. I wanted to be a superstar because of people like Ric Flair and The Rock. They used to come out popping and like The Rock will come out, he'll wear a Versace robe, not a robe, but a Versace shirt, silk Versace shirt, gold chain around his neck with the microphone, glasses on. He keep a pair of shades on. Probably was Cartier. Nigga get on, everybody cheering for me. He just looking around like cocky. You know what I'm saying? That's what inspired me to become somebody in life. Like I used to always want to be like, I want to be a star. Like it wasn't based off no rap. I never looked up to a rapper, a singer, nothing. Like I used to look at niggas like The Rock and like Ric Flair, like real stars, like that had charisma. I know what charisma is because of them. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Facts.
Yeah, people won't even guess that. Like I never looked up to a rap. I don't know. I don't have a favorite rapper.
I was about to ask you that too.
I don't have a favorite rapper. I just looked up the wrestlers. It's weird, gang. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's why. So that gives you a different style, though.
Yeah.
Than other people.
You right.
So let's take a shot.
You right. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
More money on, more prosperity, all that.
Facts. So you don't have a favorite rapper. So like when you started rapping, was there any rappers that inspired you as far as their music?
When I got in the game, you know, so when you get in the game, you do your homework on like certain people and you watch interviews and you look at people's certain flows and all that.
Right.
I ain't gonna sit here and cap like I wasn't doing my homework. People like see me, I'm not no gangster rapper. I'm not none of that drill music stuff like that. Like I'm player. Like I like to put it on. I like to dress. Right, nigga, I used to do my homework on is Hood Rich Pablo Juan. Free Hood. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people hate on Hood. Hood get a lot of hate. I get it. I understand. But it's just like, man, we got to get a nigga his flowers too at the end of the day.
For sure.
Hood. You know what I'm saying? Like I like, well, me personally, like I used to do my homework on like niggas like Hood at the time. I like the nigga named Psy Baby. He made Pull Up With The Stick. I watched him blow up.
Oh, I remember that.
I watched him blow up.
Oh,
Real
yeah.
talk, Psy Baby. Who else was I looking like? Cause like people used to be like, you like Lil Hood, Paulo, like, cause I used to like nigga used to have designer clothes. I was young as hell with designer clothes. He was known for having all the designer drip, and he used to come on the mic. He talk like he rap how he talk. That's how I rap. Like I'm not a very energetic type of nigga. Like yeah, what about I don't do that. Like yeah, she wanna fuck all of my diamonds. You know what I'm saying? That and he kind of rap like that. Like but he got a deeper voice. Like yeah, all of my diamonds. You wanna like that. But so they kind of like compared it. You know what I'm saying? So
sure.
But yeah, I ain't really like look up to too many niggas. I don't really know who else to say. Shit. I like Travis Scott music.
For sure.
I like how he use that auto-tune. That shit is impeccable, gang. That shit. Listening to his music, it puts you in different headspaces. Like
his ad-libs. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how he does it.
Yeah,
like,
it's crazy, gang. No, it's crazy. He got a special engineer team.
For sure.
They special.
Because I'd be like, if you were to see him do it, it would probably sound way different than
Yeah.
the final product.
Yeah, they're definitely special. But yeah, back then, like 2017, 2018, I don't know who else I was really like looking up to in that sense, like of who, you know, I
Right.
don't really know or remember.
Well, you got your own style, I noticed. You know what I'm saying? So I could see how that would be. Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Atlanta has like is completely been running the game for a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. So like growing up in Atlanta, going to high school in Atlanta, you were in the hot spot of everything that was popping. So there's probably so much stuff you was hearing, because like Atlanta is so much ahead. Like the music that's popping in Atlanta, we'll already be in the clubs hearing hits that haven't even hit the country yet.
We was hearing Migos before Migos were Migos.
Exactly.
We was hearing it.
Right.
Mansion Line, Museum Bar, shout out to them clubs. We was hearing it.
Exactly.
Definitely. Like we
Young
was hearing
Thug.
that shit. Thugger. It was Thugger. You know what I'm saying? Like before Young Thug, before he even introduced himself as his real name, Jeffrey, like we knew, like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
Slime, like we knew before niggas been who they was.
It's
that was
crazy.
a special part about Atlanta.
Because like you'll go to other cities and they aren't even playing it yet, and you come back like years later and they're just like, "Oh, this is the shit." I'm like,
Exactly.
"This is y'all just hearing this?
Exactly.
This shit we've been hearing this for 2 years now."
Exactly.
So coming to Houston, it's like, bro, when I first moved here and I was going to the club, I'm like, "What the fuck y'all playing in this motherfucker?"
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this shit is like nothing, completely different sound than like you go to the club in Atlanta and you go to the club in Houston. Now I feel like now they're starting to catch up a little bit out here. But like when you first moved
Now
here,
it's different, but back then, years ago, they wasn't all the way caught up.
No.
And they was playing some like weird shit.
some
gang.
old
I ain't
shit.
gonna lie.
Yeah.
Houston like to listen to. They like to listen to that Louisiana, like,
Right.
I bet you won't. I bet you won't. I bet you won't. Like they like music like that.
Right.
Like don't get me wrong, I love that type of shit because the whole be dancing. But
Right.
like I think that's just because like Louisiana, and Houston so close.
Yeah.
They play shit like that. They used to play like a little bit of West Coast music too. Now they don't play that shit no more.
No,
though.
I noticed. They switched over to
They switched
straight.
over completely.
Yeah, I noticed that within that
yeah.
last year because it was hard to vibe in the club sometimes. Like come up from Atlanta and come here, I'm like, all right, this shit kind of like I ain't really feeling the music. Like I mean, but then again, Houston has a lot of Houston rappers. You know what I'm saying? So they got that sound going too, slow down type shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what was your favorite song that you put out?
My favorite song, most definitely, is "Rich Off the Bitch."
Rich Off the Bitch.
Yeah,
That's out everywhere.
that's out everywhere. Apple Music, Spotify. Got a music video on YouTube. Like, it's getting spent in the clubs out here. That's just my favorite song. I love the vibe. I love the vibe. How I love the vibrations as soon as it come on. It's like the beat, and I'm not capping out what I'm rapping about. Like, I'm not one of them. Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, I've been doing this for a long time. And I think my fans know as well, like, nigga Prime ain't capping about nothing he's saying. Like, and that's why I like the YouTube platform as well, because, like, I'm kind of, I ain't showing all the way, but I'm showing what I can show. But you can still see, if you can read it between the lines of what I got going on.
Right.
For sure. That's why I like YouTube. I record what I got going on.
Right.
For sure.
Facts. You're able to show all the stuff you're doing.
Yeah.
Than just the music.
Yeah.
And you can monetize it all too. You feel me?
Rich off the bit. You know what I'm saying? Rich off the bit.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Facts. I feel like Wiz Khalifa, he was one of the first ones to really do it. I don't know if you remember, he was doing a YouTube show. He was just on tour. And he was just showing, it was like it was a minute ago. Like back when he was on top, you know, and he would be in the tour bus just like vlogging.
That's hard. I
Yeah.
never knew that.
Yeah, and nobody was like a lot of people didn't know about it. And he kind of started that wave. Like this time there wasn't a whole lot of YouTubers. And it was like he was one of the few rappers. Now most of the rappers are doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he had females in it, or are you just saying he was vlogging?
He had females and shit, but he was
okay.
just on the tour bus, just showing what he was doing. He was recording.
Yeah.
He was just smoking big ass blunts, you know. Like they would be rolling like fucking like 50, like 100 blunts and just smoking all of them.
That's crazy.
That day. Like he would have his roller roll him like 100 blunts. Literally. And then they would be like, all right, boom, they smoked all of them.
Yeah.
I'm like,
crazy.
bro, how the fuck y'all smoke that much?
I ain't even peep that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't peep it.
So do you have any aspirations like outside of YouTube and music? Or in the future?
Oh, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I really just want to, like, just be able to like take care of myself and take care of my family and take care of my mama and just take care of whoever's loving me at the moment. I just, I want to be able to have no worries in life, and especially when it comes to finances and stuff like that. I want to have no worries. Every day I pray. If I go to bed, I pray for more motivation. Like, I don't ever just pray for, oh, can you bless me with money? No, I pray for more motivation. I pray for more melodies. And I pray for, like, just keep me, like, in tune with what I got going on. Because as long as I got that, I'm going to find ways to get it. No cap. Praying for motivation, that shit helps way more than just saying, God, I need you for the money or whatever. Like, I ain't doing that.
Yeah.
As long as I'm motivated, I know I'm going to get it. And I pray for melody, so I don't never just get dry, like, when it comes to the music thing, like, and, just keep me in tune with what I got going on, so, like, I'm never just lost in the sauce. So, yeah, man, that's my aspirations, just making sure I just do whatever to make sure, like, we good,
Facts. I respect that. No doubt.
What about you, gang?
So that's a good question. I always ask everybody the questions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What about you, bro?
So my aspirations, obviously YouTube, content creating like we doing. This is going to be a year for me. I'm about to put out some music this year. I have 1,000 unreleased songs, bro.
Okay.
So it's time to put them out. I have a lot of music out, but it's time to put out like music. I like to do music about like life and shit I've been through. I like to do like club shit for the ladies, but I also like to do that. So I need to put it out so people could know who I am. People don't really know much about me. But no, I want to put out more music. But I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a business. Like I want to own a couple $1 billion businesses. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm not sure what they're gonna be, but one of them definitely close. You feel what I'm saying? Close.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And I think you should too.
No. I definitely got that in the works. I actually wanted to, I see a lot of women do this, but I want to get into it too. And I want to drop ebooks, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
definitely ebooks.
Like, I could write a book on the shit that I done, you know what I'm saying? Like, ebook on like how to get the girls.
People are making millions off
Man, I'm about to get into it. I'm telling you, I'm about to do it. As a grown ass man, like, I'm on that.
Do you know how easy
I'm on that.
You know how easy it is, bro? Me and my girl have written a couple. They are not hard, bro.
For real?
Easy, bro. You could write one in like fucking a week.
I'm on that game.
Because when you do an ebook, you don't gotta do no 200-300 page book. You feel me? You could put some pictures in there so they can see what's going on. You feel me? So it's not all words. And it's like, yeah, bro, like you could write a book, like 100-page book. Yeah, you got to.
I'm letting you know that right now.
That's right now in this day and age, that's the way. Because nobody's buying books. Nobody's reading a fucking book from Amazon. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like people want to read an ebook, bro. So I definitely suggest that. Like entrepreneurship. I want to employ people and help people, you know what I'm saying? Like make their money, you know what I mean? And I make my money to get together, you feel me? Like, I feel like it's important. I feel like a lot of business owners don't take care of their employees. You know what I'm saying? Like I've worked jobs, we've all worked jobs. Like I'm like, bro, take care of your employees. You feel me? So I want to employ people and really put them in a good position, I feel like it's a greedy world, the corporate world. But
oh my God, yeah.
You feel me? And then, just like this podcast, I feel like there's a lot of potential here. It's like bringing people on and just like bringing people's like perspectives on life and letting people really hear who we are. You know what I mean? I feel like there's a potential. So, just shit like that. I want to make an impact on the world.
Real talk.
You feel me? Like a positive impact. Like I've done a lot of crazy shit, a lot of fuck shit. We've been through shit, you know what I mean? Not fuck shit, but I've done some shit that we all got to get our money one way or another. You know what I'm saying? So I've done some shit that ended up going sideways. You feel me? So I'm like, I know what it's like to go down that route. I feel like the world just needs more of a positive impact. So that's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Just put it positive. That's why I was asking about the football. I'm like, I respect people who take the time out of their day and try to benefit the world. Because most people aren't benefiting nobody but themselves. We live in this world full of people who only care about themselves. And I feel like people who do take the time out of their day to help other people, that's a different type of person. And it tells you a lot about somebody. You know what I'm saying? It tells you who they are inside. You know what I mean? Because you can't judge people by the cover. It's what inside that makes someone who they are.
Real talk. And then when you do stuff like that, when you look out for other people, God gonna bless you for sure. He gonna get right back with you.
For sure. You know what I'm saying? Like karma,
God
it's
gonna
just
get right back with you.
karma is good and bad.
Yeah.
Karma isn't only bad. If you do good, it comes back. You
Real
feel what I'm
talk.
saying? So from God, from the universe, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna come back to you. It might not be the way you expect it to be. You know, and one thing I've learned about life is sometimes we ask for more. We're like, we don't like you said, we don't just pray for money, but we pray for opportunity and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes, we just got to, sometimes it involves a lot of fucking work, a lot of shit, a lot of sacrifice. But we're like, damn. Like a lot of people be like, please help me, you know what I mean? Give me a blessing. And then they get the blessing. That blessing involves work. And they're like, oh, they complain and they lose their blessing. Because it's like, why are you complaining? You asked for this shit. You feel what I'm saying? And then when it came to you, you're like, oh, I don't feel like doing it. I got to wake up early. I got to fucking stay late. I got to do something after. I thought I was done for the day. You feel what I'm saying? Now you go and do the shit and don't complain about it. That's when the real blessing comes into fruition. Blessings come, you know, they come into fruition. It's like a flower. It's like, it's planted, but it's going to have to grow, bro. And if you don't grow that bitch, then it's nothing. It's never going to be a flower or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So my aspiration is just to give back to the world in a positive way.
I fuck with that. Straight up.
So on another topic, what do you feel about dating in this generation?
Oh, man, the dating game fucked up. It's messed up out here. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. It's messed up. But I still like dating. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like,
Of course.
certain girls don't get dates though.
Right.
But the ones who do, I think it's fun. Take them on a cooler date, make them feel good, eat nice, dress nice, eat good. Possibly take them home and, you know, have a great time. But as far as just picking one, just make sure you got a solid one and, like, make sure she can play point guard for real. Like,
Facts.
get you one that ain't going, you know, get you one that's going to be loyal, but get you one that's not an opportunist. Get you one that's not impressionable. And just lock in. Once you find them traits in your woman, please lock in, because it ain't a lot out here. It's not.
For sure. I mean, get one that brings value to you. You know
value.
And it's not just, you know, sexual way, but like actually like, and a lot of times like, it's just like a girl who actually wants to see you be better and wants to push you. And sometimes like there's a difference between a girl bitching and a girl pushing. And I feel like a lot of times we don't see that. Like, man, stop bitching at me. You know what I'm saying? But they're like, yo, you need to do, you know, they're trying to push you. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's just when you find a girl that you can kind of recognize, like, okay, they're trying to push me right now. You know, they really want to see me do better. And then you just kind of like, it's like a team. It's like y'all get together and y'all, you know what I mean, do something big. What you don't want is a girl who's going to get in the way. If she's blocking where the fuck you're going, then you got to get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Real
like,
talk.
So like, and there's a lot of women like that. And it's just like, they just don't know where they're going. In life, you know what I'm saying? So you got to be with somebody who's trying to go at least a similar direction.
Yeah, they don't know where they're going, but the biggest thing is a lot of women don't even know who they are.
Exactly.
So, you know, they gonna do shit like that, like block you and stuff like that when you're on the way to success and you know exactly where you want to go because you know who you are at the end of the day.
Right, exactly. And then sometimes we feel like we know who we are, and then we realize that we don't. There's more we don't know about ourselves.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Even as we grow, you know, as you grow, you're like, damn, I'm starting to learn more about myself. So get with a girl who can help you figure out you figure out who you are together. But if you're with a girl who don't want to figure out who she is, I ain't got time for that.
Real talk.
Like, we got to both be trying to figure this shit together, basically. You know, and like, I feel like back in the day, it was more like the men were like, I'm in control. You do what the fuck I say. You stay at home. And that was the world then. But this ain't that world no more. It's like the workforce, like women are working. Like it's a lot of households, like everybody's putting in something. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's more of a team, I feel like. It's like really teaming up, like a power couple. You feel what I'm saying? There wasn't power couples back in the day. It was just a powerful man. And the woman was at home.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
That's, you know, like maybe like the president and their wife might have been the power couple, but like as far as like the average person, there was no power couple. So it's different now. You feel me? So that makes you look for a different woman. You don't want a woman who,
Facts.
it depends on who you are. You feel what I'm saying? Some men do want a woman who's just going to sit at home and take care of the kids and do that, which is cool. But if you want a woman who can, if you want to be a power couple, you need a woman who's powerful. You know
Just as much as you are, if not more powerful.
Exactly. So you find a woman like that, they become rarer. That's the rarest. Is a powerful woman that knows where they're going. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
But in this world, man, dating, I wouldn't want to be dating right now.
But it's like, yeah, you're right, gang. I don't know. It's dating and now is a touchy subject for real. Like, it's too touchy right now.
It's different, bro. Music is influencing so much.
The music influencing the content. Instagram itself is influencing. Everybody trying to be like Instagram model, BBL. I got no problem with it.
No, of course.
BBL,
Yeah,
like,
sure.
That's just what's going on right now.
Yeah, it is.
It's just the blind leading the blind.
Right.
That's what it is.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it feels like. No doubt. So talking about the music, do you feel like these artists, like a lot of people say that these artists are selling their soul to become like big rappers, not just like making some plays, but I'm talking about international, like all over the country, going on tour, known household names. Do you feel like they're selling the soul to get there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just depends on like, it's levels to everything we got going on in life. It's levels to this shit. When it comes to entertainment and, you know, the highest of the highest, it's definitely levels to it. You can't be one of them elite ones without, you know, doing some outrageous shit, you know? Like that goes against your values. They got to put you through some type of test, you know? And that's just with everything in life. Even something as small as like joining blood or like joining a crib or joining a gang, like you selling your soul for real. Like you getting your ass beat, like, you know? Not nothing against it, but that is a ritual, you know? Like most people think selling your soul, you the devil or whatever. But like selling your soul is simple as that. You getting fire type, you getting, you know, you got to do certain things to join, you know, certain shit. You know, that's going against certain things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
So when it kind of like levels of fame and stuff like that, you think you just finna have this fame because you just
that good.
Him or her? No. You got to get put through that flame.
Right. So why do you feel like that is? Why do you have to go through that flame?
I mean, I feel like it's life. Like I said, like it's not even just with music, but it's just with just things in general. But why do they probably make you go through it is because like they got to make sure like, I don't know, like they got to make sure you built for this. Not only that, but like the people gotta have something to fall back on. Like if you wanna like get away or if you wanna like leave.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can have you on this, like can have you like this.
Something over your head.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to really say a lot, but
well, you gotta
it's
look
like
like
that.
This.
Like,
right.
You know?
Because it's like people say like, what is a soul? You know, and it's like, I mean, we all have our own imagination of what a soul is. But if you want to be literal, what a soul is, it's our free will. It's our ability to do what we want. You know what I'm saying? That's what our soul is. It can do what it wants. So if you sell your soul, you're selling basically the control of you. So it's like you can no longer do what you want to do. And you've seen examples like Kanye West and some of these people who have done what they want to do. And they're like, oh, nope, can't do that. Snatch back everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they start taking shit away. So he supposedly may have sold his soul I mean, you know the level he's on. I mean, you don't just be Kanye West just because you're just the best. You know what I mean? You know, like you had to do something. So let's say he did sell his soul. He got to where he is now, and he's like, I'm gonna say what I want to say. I don't give a fuck what y'all. And they're like, they start snatching shit away. He didn't have free will. He wasn't allowed to say that shit. You feel me? So that's kind of what your soul is. You're basically telling them, I'm gonna do whatever you tell me every time. But you see, the thing about rappers is like when like an actor, like Will Smith or whoever, when they go on Instagram and start making a video, people watch it, they think about it, they hear it, they're like, whatever. They don't really pay attention to what actors say like that. But what they do pay attention to is what rappers say. It's in the music. Like we hear it on repeat. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're subconsciously, unconsciously hearing the music. We're hearing or listening to it. So if we're spilling some shit and we're telling some secrets in our songs, we're going to hear it. Guaranteed. We're listening to the music. So they have to treat rappers and musicians in general very closely, level of control, because what we say, they hear. Everybody, millions of people hear it. So it's very dangerous to let rappers get a high level of fame without having a certain control over what they say, because they can just say whatever.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Tupac is a perfect example of somebody who they may have not had under the right level of control. He was like, hey, I'm going to tell it all. Fuck what y'all talking about. You know, they knew that he was getting so powerful, and he was I don't even know if he sold his soul. Tupac may have not sold his soul possibly, because it was so early in the rap game. They might not have really figured out how big it was going to get.
Well, no. Let's not get him misconstrued. That shit was going on way before Tupac.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. But I don't know if like the rap game was locked down yet, because it was kind of still new. You know
no, the rap game was definitely locked down.
Yeah, so you think he sold his soul probably.
HipHop.
True.
I mean, just...
Yeah, that was a powerful label.
Know, being up under HipHop speaks volumes.
So yeah, that's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just say that. Like, it just speaks volumes. Like, how do you sign a contract under HipHop?
Good point.
Ask yourself that. I done did my research. I don't want to say too much, but it's just like you know, it was going on.
It's been going on.
Yeah.
So you know, so he sold his soul, let's say, and then he started saying what the fuck he wanted to do and do whatever he wanted to do. They're like, hey, look, chill out. I mean, that's just my opinion.
Well, people regret doing stuff like that. People don't even realize they're selling their soul. You know? People don't realize that. I think
you're right about the levels.
It's levels to it.
Yeah.
It's
I think maybe like in the beginning, yeah.
But people don't realize they're doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like you can sign whatever, and think you about to get 100,000 or whatever, millions of dollars, and then boom. Next thing you know, after you do that, they telling you to do certain shit. You're like, huh? And like, oh yeah, you signed that.
Yeah, you said you were gonna do it. Did you read every word?
You said you're gonna do it.
Yeah,
it's right here in the fine print.
Right.
You know.
Good point. Yeah.
So, you know.
I think there's a certain level where it becomes ritualistic, and I feel like like once you get to that certain peak where it's like, all right, you about to get to that level. I feel like but I feel like at the beginning, especially these deals, these 360 deals and shit, people sign them shits, they don't realize like every move you make, you got to pay the label. 50, 40% or 50%, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? They don't realize like they ain't gonna make no money. That's where it starts. So they're like, they got fame, but they don't have the money.
Real talk.
So like now they come to like, all right, well, hey, we got this contract. And that's where they're really taking everything. But like they sign it because they have no choice.
Real talk.
So if you could say something to the youth, like something that you feel like you could have heard as a kid, like something that could have helped you, what would you say?
Whatever you want to do, be consistent. That's what got me to where I am today and who I am today. Being consistent, posting all the time, with or without the views. If you want to be something, stick to it and just dig deep. Drive. Like keep putting it in their face. If it's music, put it in their face. YouTube videos, put it in their face. Football, you want to be a football player, practice. You're going to be an all-star. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to put in that work. Like, consistency is what made me. I ain't going to lie. Like, I'm a type of nigga. I work like I'm not even on. I work like I ain't got subscribers, gang. I post every day on every platform I have.
Facts.
Like,
consistency is definitely key.
and I'm years in. Like, I've been doing this for a long time now. I'm years in. I post like I ain't never had nothing. So that's what makes you grow and get popular.
Facts. Yeah. Without consistency, you ain't got nothing.
Nothing.
You got the best content in the world, but if you're not consistent with it, you're not even doing shit with it.
Yeah. I done hawked so many niggas in from working harder than them that was bigger than me.
Right.
And tables turn.
Because a lot of people are consistent and then they end up getting less consistent, and then people
They get comfortable with the views and the money they got.
Right.
I ain't one of them.
Facts.
I always want more.
What you got coming up next? Any music?
Oh yeah, man. A lot of new music this year dropping. I lacked on that last year, but I was just focused on, stacking up my money on this shit called money to do, especially when you ain't sign to nobody, you sign to yourself.
Right.
A lot more vlogs, I got my boy in the cut over there. Shout out to my boy Cam. We've been looking like a dynamic duo in the first quarter of the year, going crazy with the vlogs, third-person vlogs. My supporters loving that, and a lot more reaction. Just a lot more of everything. Ebooks. I got a lot planned. I feel bad if I leave something out, gang. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got a lot of businesses planned.
For sure.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, I appreciate you coming to the show, bro.
Yeah, I love the vibe too, bro. Everything about it, it was very welcoming. The alcohol was there for a nigga, the vibrations in the room, the studio, how it looking and everything in here. Like, I like it. I like everything about what you got going on.
Appreciate it. And if you ever want to record anything, let me know.
For sure, I appreciate that. Hell yeah.
For sure.
You're not an engineer?
Yeah, I'm an engineer, all that shit.
Okay, cool.
I got Pro Tools, all that.
Okay, cool. Hell yeah.
For sure.
I'll probably be back around, for sure.
For sure. So
Hell yeah.
But all right, dog.
Yeah, hell
See
yeah.
y'all in the next episode.
Stay tuned, man, for the next episode.
It's time to let it flow.